indigenous and being recognized as indigenous is important. First of all, coming to the consensus as a people that we do exist and not having the debate back and forth among ourselves, because there's some Caribbean people that are dead set against the idea. There's ethnologists and other scholars that are, militant in their publications that the Taínos were wiped out. There's no such thing as a Taíno presence in Behike. This is a Puerto Rican talking. Okay, so that exists. So getting past that and persuading the majority, which I think has been done successfully, the majority of the common people, the population of the islands, that the Taínos are not gone, that they're still here, and that we have a right to self-identify as Taíno. And then, going beyond that, and persuading important elements of the global community, like organizations, like international organizations, like the United Nations. The United Nations recognizes the survival of the Taíno people. The United Nations understands that the Taíno people are not extinct. When you succeed in doing that, when you triumph in getting a multinational, international organization, that in itself, I think, is a really great step. Now, there are people that live in the United States. And remember, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. So, right, so there's the mentality of the reservation. And the idea that you're not really fully recognized as a native person in this country unless you're carrying that card, the enrollment card. And that's the only way you can be an Indian here, which is ridiculous. There's thousands and thousands of Mexican immigrants who are more Indian than some of the people on the reservation with the card. And it's like obvious, that's a native person. But because they don't have that card, all of a sudden they're not Indian. So there is that mentality that compels certain participants in the Taíno resurgence movement to believe that we really need to get some kind of recognition from the federal government that we as Taínos are a native nation. I'm not really sold on that whole thing. I don't think we need that. If we ever get it, wow, cool. There is only one reservation, real reservation like the reservations they have here in the United States, in the Caribbean, and that's the reservation in Dominica. That's an actual reservation. But the concept of reservations does not exist in the Latin American mind. So you don't find reservations in large, countries with huge, enormous native populations like Guatemala. There's nobody that can deny that thousands of citizens of Guatemala are native people. They go around speaking their language and dressing in traditional clothes. They don't have reservations, but they're recognized as indigenous people. They know, the government knows that they're indigenous. You can't deny it. So there's interactions between these communities and the governmental bodies that are official, established interactions without the whole reservation thing. You don't have, that reservation thing is a whole American, that's a US thing, US and Canada, okay? They have that. In Canada, they call them reserves. So that's my thoughts on that.